Welcome to another episode of Successful Local Marketing. In this episode, I tackle one thing, and that's your mindset as a local marketer. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome to another episode of Successful Local Marketing. Fireman Mike here, and I just wanted to talk to you today. I don't really script these episodes. We have points that we want to make, obviously, that we believe will help you in your business. But every single week, I get a bunch of questions that come in. And so today, I just want to kind of have some straight talk with you and answer one of the questions that I get in various forms quite often. And it's basically, Mike, I'm just starting out, and I don't know that if what I have to offer local businesses is really going to be valuable for them. So what people are saying is they're afraid to go talk to local businesses because they want to add value to that local business. They don't want to take that local business. And I hear you. When I started out, I was scared to death of going to a business owner and talking to them about the knowledge I had, because I didn't want a business owner to spend money with me and take a chance on me and then me not be able to deliver. And, as I've been in this industry for, 5 years, again, I started out as a paramedic and a firefighter. That's not very business savvy, I came into this wanting to help people. And so my biggest fear was if I took this person's money and then I wasn't able to give value, I wasn't able to help people. And so, I get similar questions from a lot of you who watch this show, and I just want to talk to you about that. Just again, have some conversation with you, because maybe my journey and what I've been through will help you on your journey. And so the first thing I want to tell you is one of the biggest things I've learned in local marketing and in working with local businesses is, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. And I used to think that as a really bad statement, like, oh, if I know just a little bit, then I'm taking advantage of somebody. And the reality of it is that's absolutely not true. The people who are going to win in this business and have long-term success are going to be the ideas people. Those who can take an idea and help a local business owner implement it. Because look, there's a billion people out there who do SEO. You could go outsource anything that we do in our businesses. So you don't need to be the technician. You need to be the person who sees a bigger picture, has a greater thought process, and is more the ideas person for these local businesses. The value that you bring to them is, how much time have you spent in local marketing? Add up all the products you've bought, add up the time you've taken to go through those, add up all the late nights that you've worked online, add up all the times you've gone to conferences, add up all the times you've talked to other local marketers. What you bring to a local business, even if you're just getting started, is huge perspective. You bring a huge value of being able to understand the landscape that they're trying to play in and being able to quickly look at their business and see things that they're not able to see. And that's very, very valuable to a local business. If you look at what local businesses are used to spending money on, radio, TV, newspaper, yellow pages, magazines, all those different mediums of marketing, many, many times they spend thousands or tens of thousands of dollars and they don't get any return on investment. And then what happens is I think we come in as local marketers, and because our heart's in the right spot, we want to add value. We believe that if we do something for them and they don't make 100 times the return on their money, then maybe it's not valuable enough. And so what happens is mentally, we back off on what we would charge. And so we look at something. One of the biggest mistakes I made early on is I would do something that I knew would take me 15, 20 minutes, and I would try to charge a high dollar amount, or I would tell myself I wanted to charge a high dollar amount. And then when it came time to actually do it, I backed off. And the reason why is I didn't believe I was delivering the value. But one of the things I've learned is if I look at all the time and effort I've put in, yeah, I know that a local business needs to start building an email list. I know what software to use. I know how to write those emails. And maybe it only takes me an hour, but it's an hour plus all the other time I've spent learning in this industry. And so, if I could offer any words of advice to you on this web episode, it's like, you can't take the time that you do something and try to just value that. You really need to take the time that you've done and then everything else you've invested in this industry and really put that into perspective. Because, if you're watching this episode, if you're in the local marketing community, if you're tied into what we're doing at Successful Local Marketing, the ideas you have, the knowledge you have is very, very, very valuable to local business owners. These are people who are going in every day to run their business, and they are trusting multiple marketers and advertisers to try to help them in their business. And many times none of that pans out to a return on investment. So if you could be that guy or gal who goes in there with good ideas and has not only the ideas, but a way to execute and get those done, you become very valuable to a local business. When I came into this industry as a paramedic and a firefighter, I came in making $16 an hour for my time as a paramedic, saving lives. And so that's how I valued my time to a local business owner. And as a result, I shortchanged myself over and over on the value I was bringing to their business because I was using my job mentality and brought it into the business of local marketing mentality. And I see a lot of people doing that, where you don't value your time, you don't value your knowledge. And not only are you hurting yourself, but you're hurting your client, because clients who you charge a super low amount to, they're not going to value you and the advice you give, versus if you go in there charging some of the same rates that these other people are charging them, instantly, because of the amount you're charging, they see value. And when they see value, they're going to act. And when they act, they're going to get results. And so, my hope with this message is just to help you understand that you are valuable. And I don't care if you're building an email list for a local business, or you're helping set up a Facebook page, or you're helping them with their Facebook marketing or their reputation or pay-per-click. I don't care what you're doing. The knowledge and experience and the perspective you bring to these local businesses is very, very valuable. So if you're one of those people who've sent me that question, if you're somebody who's struggling with the value and your self-worth as a local marketer, let me just tell you, being tied into the community you're tied into, you can bring a ton of value to them. And so the people who are going to win in this industry are the idea people. Let's take a quick break and I'll come back and wrap this up. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the episode on value and what you bring to a local business. I just wanted to take a quick break to talk to you about our Successful Local Marketing Insiders Club. And look, you can get all the information just by going to successfullocalmarketing.com/insiders club. But it's basically, if you're looking at the value you bring to a local business and the perspective you offer, imagine the value I could bring to you and the perspective just by being in this industry for a lot longer. And having great failures and great successes and kind of sharing that with you. So again, there's a lot more information at successfullocalmarketing.com/insiders club. But I would be remiss to not take a quick break and just remind you that you have the opportunity to join our Insiders Club for just $27 a month to really get more knowledge and perspective on local marketing. So thanks for listening. Let's wrap up this episode. All right, guys, let's wrap up. And as we close this episode, I just want to remind you that, again, you being in this industry, you are in a spirit of service to be able to help local business owners. Local marketers are a rare breed. You have these big agencies who are, offering a lot of stuff, but not really offering a ton of value. And you have all the traditional media trying to offer local business owners stuff. And us as local marketers are really able to step in, use our internet marketing experience and background, and bring in new perspective to local business owners that nobody's really talking to them about. So I commend you for being in this industry, and I just want to remind you, you are very, very valuable to a local business. And don't ever forget it. You can make great money just with that mindset. Thanks so much for watching this episode. If you're on YouTube or on iTunes, make sure you subscribe. If you're on our Facebook page, like our page to make sure you don't miss any of this great content. We have our great website, successfullocalmarketing.com. And if you really want that insider's track, if you want us to bug you a little bit more and tell you a little bit more about what we're doing in our business and at Successful Local Marketing, go ahead and pull out your cell phone and text your name and email to 505-431-4099. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.